The second property is an indifference curve is convex to the origin. Convexity of the indifference curve implies that it bows inward to the point of origin. It is because the slope of indifference curve decreases as we move down the indifference curve. This follows from the assumption of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. Now, here it is very important to know the meaning of marginal rate of substitution. The marginal rate of substitution is the rate at which the consumer is willing to substitute one good for another good without changing the level of satisfaction. MRS XY is marginal rate of substitution of X for Y. It is the amount of Y that the consumer is willing to give up to get one additional unit of X so that the same level of satisfaction can be maintained. In this table, you can see that to get one additional unit of X, the consumer is giving up 3 units of Y and then 2 units of Y for another unit of X and so on. This is to maintain the level of satisfaction. Now here you can see that the MRS, that is marginal rate of substitution, is decreasing from 3 to 2 to 1, and this is called diminishing marginal rate of substitution. Thus, indifference curve is convex to the origin because of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. Thus, slope of indifference curve depends on marginal rate of substitution. The third property is higher indifference curve gives higher level of satisfaction. An indifference curve which lies above and to the right of another indifference curve gives a higher level of satisfaction. Any combination on a higher indifference curve will give more satisfaction than a combination on the lower indifference curve, since the former combination will have more amount of one commodity or the other or more amount of both the commodities. Here in this diagram, IC3 is greater than IC2 and IC2 is greater than IC1 in terms of level of satisfaction. Now, fourth property is two indifference curves never intersect each other. This is an important property of indifference curves. Two curves may lie close to each other, but they never intersect or touch each other. As we know that each indifference curve gives different level of satisfaction, therefore, two indifference curves do not touch or intersect each other. If the two indifference curves intersect each other at this point, that is point A, both the indifference curves will give same satisfaction, which is absurd. Now there are two other properties also. They are two indifference curves may or may not be parallel. Two indifference curves will be parallel to each other or not depends on the value of marginal rate of substitution. If marginal rate of substitution for both the curves is same, they will be parallel, otherwise not. And the last property is indifference curve never touches any of the x's. It is because there is no combination which consists of 0. Now, today's next topic is budget line. Budget line is a line or a curve which shows various combinations of two goods which can be purchased by the consumer with a given budget at given prices of the two goods. This is a budget schedule which is showing different combinations of good X and Y which the consumer can buy with his income of rupees 60 and at the price of rupees 5 for X and rupees 10 for Y. In combination A, he is spending his entire income of rupees 60 on buying good Y and is buying its 6 units. In combination B, he spends a part of his income on X also, that is rupees 20, and rest on Y. In this way, various combinations of these two goods can be made which the consumer can buy with his income and at the given prices of the two goods. This is the diagram which shows that the budget line is also a downward sloping line, and it is a straight line which is going in downward direction from left to right. In this diagram, AB is the budget line or the price line. Any combination present on this budget line can be purchased by the consumer. This budget line is negatively sloped because if the consumer wants to buy more of one good, he has to reduce the purchase of the other because his income is limited. The slope of budget line depends on the prices of the two goods. So it is the ratio of the prices of the two goods, that is Px by Py, where Px is price of X and Py is price of Y. This budget line is a negatively sloped straight line because the prices of the two goods are fixed, so the Px and Py is, so the ratio of Px and Py is always same. Students, now one more important thing is that the consumer cannot only buy the combination located on the budget line, but he can buy those combinations also which are inside the budget line. The difference is that on the budget line, his total income is spent, and if he purchases any combination which is inside the budget line, a part of his income is left unused. On the other hand, any combination which is to the right of the budget line or outside the budget line cannot be purchased by the consumer because his budget is limited. Now that's all for today. In my next video, I'll explain attainment of consumer's equilibrium using indifference curve analysis. Thank you.